little bit of history, or maybe. The character is definitely historical, but the story that is told may be a little bit exaggerated. I will tell of Canute, king of England. A native of Denmark was he. His hobbies was roving and raiding and paddling his feet in the sea. By trade he was what's known as a Viking. Each summer he'd visit these shores, help himself to whatever he wanted, and come back in the autumn for more. These trips always showed him a profit. What stumped him to know was this here, where the English folk got all the money he came and took off them each year. After duly considering the matter, he reckoned as how his best course was to plan an invasion of England and tap the supply at its source. He got other Vikings to join him with a promise of plunder and spoil, and raked up atrocity stories to bring all their blood to the boil. They landed one morning at Weymouth and waited for the fight to begin while their foe, Ethelred the Unready, found his army and got them fell in. When battle were done, Crown of England changed hands, so the history books state, from Ethelred's 7 1/4 to King Canute 6 5/8. The Vikings was cheered as the winners. Ethelred went somewhere and died, and Canute, to his lasting atonement, made the widow, Queen Emma, his bride. She started to teach him his manners, to drink without wetting his nose, put his hand to his mouth and say pardon every time the occasion arose. She said his companions were vulgar, his manner more easy than free, made him promise no more to disgrace her by paddling his feet in the sea. At the time, this here promise meant nothing. It was made in the cool of the spring. But when summer came in with a heat wave, 'twere a totally different thing. He took his coat down to the seaside, where he took off his shoe. They took off their shoes and their socks, and they rushed to the sea, and they left him alone on his throne on the rocks. Said one, "Come on, King, have a paddle. I'll look after the sceptre and crown." "Nay, lad, I promised the missus, and I can't let the old lady down." "No need to do that," said the tempter. "The tide's coming in, as you see. You promised you wouldn't go to it, but you can't stop it coming to thee." And that's how it happened that later, when Emma came over the sand, she saw Canute knee-deep in water trying to shush the sea back with his hands. But not letting on that he'd seen her, he was chiding each wave as it came, saying, "Thus far, my lad, and no further." Till Emma said, "What is this game?" Said he, "These here flatterers told me the sea would obey me, and so I'm giving them this demonstration to show what a fat lot they know." "You're doing quite right," shouted Emma. "It's time someone made them look small." Then she took off her shoes and her stockings and started to paddle and all. Canute the Great.